Hello my night wolves and welcome back to another video on my channel, and today is a talking video. It's just kind of a sad video and I kind of want to tell you guys what's going to happen this week. Let's get that out of the way and then I will go over the sad stuff. So this week there won't be videos, only this one obviously. So this one is going out today, Monday, and then every other day after that there will be no videos. I'm going to take a small break because of the sad thing that happened. I'm kind of still trying to get over it and trying to wrap my head around the situation that happened. So yeah, no videos this week due to some stuff in my life that happened. Now we're going to get into that and tell you what happened and why there's no videos this week. So on January 27th, I was not home. I was home for a little bit, but then I went with my mentor and we went and hung out with her friend and did some creating stuff like these heart-shaped things, and for Valentine's Day, so we were just doing some, crafts for Valentine's Day that's coming up, and we had lunch together, had cookies, and then it was time for us to go home. Time for Alyssa to drop me off at my house, and then she had to go home. So she dropped me off, I came inside the house, I gathered all my stuff, and I went and did laundry. Not thinking anything of it, I didn't hear anything, like nothing indicated that something was wrong. So I did laundry for an hour or so, came home, sat down on the couch to relax before putting the laundry away, and I started hearing a noise, and I'm like, that's a weird noise. I didn't understand, I knew it was Phil. As you know, I have a guinea pig. His name is Phil, and Phil is starting to make noises. Sorry, my cat wanted my attention, so here he is. Anyway, so I started hearing noises, and I'm like, okay, it seemed like he was trying to get my attention. So I went into the room, and I'm like, hey Phil, what's going on? And I pulled back his little house that he always is in. And there he was, laying there, half dead. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. I wish I knew what happened, but I don't. So I realized something was wrong immediately. So I got on my phone. I called the list and I'm like, what do I do? She's like, well, call this vet hospital. So I called the vet hospital, and they're like, well, we don't do anything with guinea pigs. And I'm like, okay. So they're like, well, call this hospital, and they were fucking closed. And I'm like, are you fucking shitting me right now? And then I looked, and he had passed away. I don't know how long he was sitting there for like that. Sorry, there's snowmobiles. If you can hear that, there's people outside snowmobiling. We got a lot of them up where I live. Anyways, so I don't know how long he was like that. Probably all day. He was on his deathbed pretty much. Oh, I love you too, baby cakes. Oh, this is cat. And I think he was trying to tell me. My cat was trying to tell me that something was wrong. And I think something was wrong for a couple of days, and I just didn't realize it, which breaks my heart so bad that I didn't realize that something was wrong with him. I didn't realize something was wrong with him, and I think he was suffering. I don't know, I just don't know, okay? I know I had one guinea pig, and I know that guinea pigs get sad and depressed because they are an animal that likes to be around other guinea pigs. And I knew all the signs of depression, and I watched him like a hawk to make sure that if he started showing signs of being depressed, that I would go and get another guinea pig and try to I know it's hard to match them or whatever. I don't know what it's called, but I know it's harder when they're much older, and I should have done it when he was younger. But Phil loved being alone. He loved being alone. He loved it. He never showed signs of depression. He was always excited to see me. He was so excited. He always got so excited when I fed him. He was always excited about it, and he never showed a sign of being depressed. Sorry, there was a hair, that's why I went like that. And he was so happy running around his cage, being an active guinea pig. And I don't know, I changed his bedding, and I think that's when everything started to, yeah, I changed his bedding on Monday, and then everything just went downhill. I want to say it might have been the bedding that killed him, because I never had a problem with it. Like the bedding that I used, and it even had like a guinea pig on the bag and everything. And I know that there are toxic guinea pig bedding for guinea pigs and you shouldn't use them. And I know that, so I made sure not to use those ones. Like I said, I don't know how he died, why he died, nothing. But yeah, so he passed away, and I was looking at him and I realized that he looked a little like funny around his stomach area. Like it didn't look normal. Cause I know Phil was a big guinea pig. He was a chunker. He was a chunky guinea pig. He loved his food, okay? He was a chunker, and he was just beautiful. And I was looking at his stomach, and I'm like, his stomach does not look right. And I think that he might have been eating his bedding and filled himself up, and that's what killed him. So I know now never to use that bedding ever again. I used it for rabbits in the past, and it has a rabbit on there and a guinea pig, so I know it says it's for guinea pigs, because why would they put a guinea pig on the freaking thing when you can't, I don't know. But I used it for him, and like I said, I don't know what killed him. I know he wasn't depressed. He was, like I said, always happy, always running around. He loved being alone. He was, I think, the only guinea pig that loved being alone. He never showed signs of depression, nothing. I always kept an eye on him because I knew that they could get depressed and stuff like that. So I always kept an eye on him to make sure that he wasn't getting depressed, and he never showed signs of depression. And this was like a sudden thing. It wasn't like slowly getting depressed and then dying kind of situation. This was a sudden death, like it just happened, and I was not prepared for it, and I feel like it's my fault in some way. I wish that I realized something was wrong sooner, because if I did, then maybe he would still be here today. But like I said, I didn't see anything wrong with him. He was acting normal a few days ago, and then not long, like then suddenly he's gone. So I don't know what happened, and I looked around to see if anyone would do like a look at his body and tell me, like do an exam of his body and tell me why the frick did my guinea pig die, because it happened so suddenly that I don't know what happened, and I wanted to know what happened to my guinea pig so freaking bad that I would pay any amount of money to figure out what happened to him and why he just suddenly died. I was so heartbroken. I legitly, when he died, I like fell to the floor and just cried my eyes out. And I called my mom, sobbing my eyes out and saying he's gone, telling her that Phil passed away. I don't know why he passed away and all this like that. And I don't know what happened. I really don't. And it breaks my heart. It hurts so bad. Anyway, so back to where I think that Rin knew something was wrong. Rin is good around Phil. People were worried about him attacking him, trying to kill him, because you know cats, they try to hunt little animals and kill them. But Rin, he's such a love bug. He would not hurt him. He would not hurt Phil. I even left him out together, and he would just sit there smelling Phil and licking him, giving him kisses and stuff like that. That was pretty much Ren's best friend at that point. He never did anything. He jumped on Phil's cage the first time I got him, but then after that, after I told him not to jump on his cage, he stopped jumping on his cage. He would not jump on Phil's cage at all. At all. He stopped it. Like the first time I got him, he jumped on Phil's cage. I'm like, no, Rin, you cannot be on his cage. And then after that, he stopped jumping on Phil's cage. And then 2 days before Phil passed away, he started to jump on Phil's cage and started to be around Phil more often. And I think Ren was trying to tell me that something was wrong. And I didn't even pay attention to it. I just thought that he was being rebellious. He gets rebellious sometimes and he does stuff, you know, cats are like that. So I thought, oh, he's just jumping on his cage. It doesn't mean anything. But I think he was trying to tell me, hey mom, pay attention to Phil, something is wrong. And I didn't. And now Phil's gone. That's kind of the reason why there's no videos this week. I went away for the weekend to hang with my mom to get my mind off the whole Phil situation, and I got back yesterday from my mom's house. So I did go and get him cremated. So I got his certificate of cremation by the Pet Heaven Cemetery. This certifies that Phil, beloved pet of the Freeman family, which is me, has cremated individually on Thursday, January 28th, 2021. So the next day I went and got him cremated. They have a thing down here says buried on cemetery grounds or taken home, and obviously I took him home. And here is Phil. I really don't know what happened. I consider my pets my children because I have no children. I have a cat and I had a guinea pig, and they were both my children. And Phil was very young. I don't know how old he was. I'm pretty sure he was either almost 1 or 1. I don't know. So he was a baby. He was a freaking baby, and he's gone. And I feel completely awful about it. I really want to know why he died, but obviously we cannot do that anymore because he's cremated. I really don't know why he's died. Nothing. And of course I can't get his body looked at because I cremated him, because I wasn't going to hold on to him until I could get him in to get looked at. And if I did that, I would have had to pay like $400 to $500 to have them look at his body, tell me what happened, and then I'll have to pay to get him cremated, which the cremation wasn't even that bad. I just really want to know what happened, why he just suddenly died. I think it was the bedding. Whoever made this bedding was a liar and put a little guinea pig on the thing saying it was for guinea pigs, but it wasn't for guinea pigs. I think it was because it sounded so close to hay, because if you listen to his bedding and then listen to the hay, it sounds so similar. So I think he was mistaking it as hay, and he's like, oh, mommy put me in the whole thing of hay and now I'm gonna eat all of it, because I know he loved his hay and always ate his hay. So that's what I'm thinking, because the bedding was so similar to his hay that he mistook it for his hay and was eating it, not knowing that he wasn't supposed to eat it, and overfilled himself, and his body couldn't get rid of it. And I never had a guinea pig. This is my first time ever having a guinea pig, and I screwed it up, and he's gone now. Maybe I was wrong. I'm just thinking about it, and I know I shouldn't keep thinking about it, but I can't help but think about it because I feel like I could have done something. I probably couldn't, but I don't know. If I knew more about guinea pigs and what was good for them and what was not good for them and what kind of bedding to use for them and what not to use for them, maybe he would still be alive if I knew. And I was thinking, maybe I was wrong and thought there was a little guinea pig on the bedding, and it wasn't a little guinea pig, it was some kind of other animal. And I know I shouldn't do that because it's just gonna make me, I don't know. But yeah, so my guinea pig sadly passed away. It felt like it happened so fast, but I don't think it happened fast because, like I said, I was gone that whole day, and then I got home, and then that's when I found him, and that's when he, died and passed away. I think it was happening throughout the week, that whole week. Something was going on with him, but I didn't realize it because he acted like himself. And then the more I thought about it, when I shake Rand's food, because sometimes I have this thing and it's a jug and it's filled with food and it pours out the food, and sometimes it doesn't pour out the food all the way. So I'll shake it so the food comes down so Ren can eat, and then Phil will hear it and he'll get excited and start squeaking. He will start squeaking. I did that a couple of times in the week that he was leading up to his passing, and he didn't, and it didn't click that something was wrong at that point either. That normally when he hears Ren's food, he gets all happy and excited like he was the one getting fed, but he wasn't the one getting fed because he already had food in his cage. But he would act like it was him getting fed, and he would get all excited and start squeaking, and he didn't. That was times that I shook Ren's food, and I think that was another sign like, hey, something was wrong with Phil, but I know I shouldn't keep beating myself up over it. There was nothing I could do. I just wish that I could have gotten his body looked at and somebody told me the reason why he passed away. Just so I can know, because the unknowing is the hardest part. I just want to know, was he sick? Or was it the bedding? Or was he depressed? And I didn't even realize he was depressed. I don't think I'm gonna get another guinea pig. Like, I loved Phil, but I found it harder to take care of a guinea pig than a cat. Like, a cat I could take care of, but a guinea pig, I feel like I don't know, it's so hard, and if you don't pay attention to them, like a close attention to them, they end up passing away. Like, oh, if I just been more like aware of him, I don't know, I just, like I said, I need to stop beating myself up over it, but I can't help it, okay? I feel like I failed as a mother, as a pet owner, not realizing that something was wrong with him until it was too late. I don't even know if he was suffering, but from what I saw in the cage before he passed away, it looked like he was suffering. But he's not suffering anymore, and that's good. He's up where he's wherever, and I'm hoping he's happy wherever he is. Like I said, this is where I'm gonna leave it. Sorry for the sad stuff. No videos for this week, but I am going to be coming back with all of my stuff, you know, the Disney princess and so on and so forth. Oh yeah, I'll be also starting something new, so paranormal. I'm excited for. Yeah, that'll be next week. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys are having a good day. Maybe it'll rub off on me, and I'll start having a good day and maybe a good week. Ring that bell if you guys want to see more videos from me. Subscribe if you want to. And I'll see all you beautiful night wolves in the next video. Goodbye.
Ren, no! Stop pulling the cage. Yeah, I'm watching you. Meow. Ren, what you doing? What you doing? Are you trying to get Phil's attention? You want Phil to come out and play? Huh? Yeah, you want Phil to come out and play? Aww.